the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to at.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Trying to run, it's Covey. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and making it during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk with the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, a his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Hard running there. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught behind the line. It's Hamilton. Still on his feet at the 45. Off and running. Touchdown, West Virginia. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the draw. Makes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Plows through the defense. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The run from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the
There he goes. Lowers those pads. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Hilton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The short hands, it's Middleton. Oh, what a cut! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The inside handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Handoff to the single back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stomped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Kinsey. The throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have quick touchdown, Cincinnati! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll try to pop the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Finds the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. That's reeled in, it's Smith. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Let's go.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing.
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Nice move to keep running. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly